everybody, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to do a double slide card. So the first one that I have here was sent to me by Joelle. So thank you very much, and she inspired me to do one because I have never done one of these. And obviously I've never even knew we could do a double slide card like this. It's something really beautiful that I thought I would try to do. So I had to see on Pinterest a way to do it. I didn't want to see something on YouTube because I don't want to be influenced too much. And I did my own one here. So hers is really nice and it's quite big, and she did all the embellishments herself, which I think even this one, it's just gorgeous with spray paint. That's the back. So you can see you have some room here to write your message. And so thank you, Joelle. And I've done mine here, which is a bit smaller, and this one is square, but you could obviously do in any size you really wanted to do. So there's no wrong or right. I'm going to give you a few measurements here just to give you an idea for this one. But you will understand as soon as you make the first one that you can do this in any size. This is square, you can do like this, a rectangle, or make it much bigger. That's totally up to you. So I'm going to give you again just my measurements. So you will need 3 cards. This one is square, so this is going to be 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters, which is in inches around 3.5 by 3.5. And for the 2 tabs, you're going to need whatever measurement you're going to use. Make sure that at least one of the sides here, one of the length, is the same size as your card. Like if it was, for example, 8 by 10, one part of it should be at least 10. Not at least, it should be 10. You'll understand in a second why. The first important thing is to do it once, and then you'll understand how you can adjust this. Okay, so obviously there's one that is 9 inches long. Well, 2 of them are 9 inches long. And the other side is 2 3/4. 2 3/4 in inch. And in centimeters, it's going to be 7. 7 centimeters by 9, or 2 3/4 by 3.5. Okay. So, and something important, you should use cardstock for this, something that is, heavyweight, because if you use something that is too flimsy, that was my first one I did, it's really too flimsy. You need something much sturdier to make it work, because otherwise it's really not going to stay in place, it's not going to be nice. So, something sturdy. You're going to take one of them, and that's the almost only measurements we're going to be doing here. You're going to take a ruler, and we're going to do that in inches or in centimeters. So if it's in centimeters, from these 2 opposite sides, you're going to you make 2 marks, one at 1/2 centimeter, the other one again 1/2 centimeter from the sides. On the opposite side, you're going to do the same, 1/2 centimeter, and another 1/2 centimeter, which is in inches. It's going to be about, I don't like that ruler that much, you can't really see. It's going to be about 2/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is going to be about 2/8. Okay, don't make it too big. 2/8 from the side, 2/8 from this side. Let me check again. 1, 2, yeah, about 2/8 from the side. Then you're going to join the 2 marks there. All right, same thing here. It's not always easy to make something fit in inches and centimeters, so I do my best, but sometimes it's really hard. And on these 2 sides, we're going to do a mark at about, I did one in centimeters, 1 centimeter from the left, 1 centimeter from the right, which makes one at 1 centimeter, the other one at 8 centimeters. Same thing here. 1 centimeter from this edge and 1 centimeter off from this edge, which is in inches. It's going to be about 3/8 and 3/8 obviously here as well. Now we're going to join the lines. And same thing here. Just remember, you need to have the same measurements on the opposite side. Okay, 1 centimeter here and 1/2 centimeter there. Now, on the space where you have the less, where you have the 1/2 centimeter or 2/8, we are going to take an X-Acto knife and cut a slit. And we need a little wiggle room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slightly, maybe 1/16 of an inch inside my line here, okay, towards the center, inside here. And then I'm going to do another, I'm going to cut through my line. So the first one I'm going to do is cut directly on my line, on my paper mark, my pencil mark. Okay, I've got one here, but you can't really see it, right? You have it there, but you see my two papers are touching each other, and we need this little wiggle room. And again, it's coming from that point here to that point there. So I'm going to go slightly inside, and I'm going inside because I don't have much paper here. And I'm going to really cut something really, really thin. Again, just to have that little wiggle room, and I'm going to take that slight piece there off. Okay, so now you can see that there's a little more gap there. It's going to be enough. You don't need a big one. One on the line and one slightly inside. I'm going to take that piece off. And that piece off too. That's good. Okay, and I need to go a little further down. I'm not touching up to here. Okay. Now what you're going to need is something that is plasticky. So I have used just a wrapping paper. I got something in there by the mail. And this is something that is nice because it doesn't make that much noise. Okay, not too crinkly. And it needs to be quite sturdy. I'm not sure that a plastic that is harder is going to do the trick. So you need to find something that is just right. So give it a try with few packaging stuff. Like for example, the packaging where these 3-dimensionals came in. This would be perfect as well. And I'm going to cut a piece that is a bit longer than this piece inside here. So which is, I said, 7 centimeters, but longer than 9. It can be 12 or 13. It doesn't matter. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut just like this. I'm going to eyeball it. And I'm going to cut through this. And I'm only using one sheet. I'm not doubling it up. And now I'm going to make sure that I have the right side. I hope you'll be able to see this. I'm just going to go zoom out a little bit. So these are 1/2 centimeter. So I'm going to go, if I have a right, I don't really have a straight lines here. So I'm just going to cut roughly on one side just to have a straight line, straight cut. All right, so now I can align this perfectly here, and then I'm going to go over. So it makes 5, 6, 7, 8 centimeters, which is too much. I'm going to go slightly, again, slightly under 7. All right, and cut. Okay, I'm going to leave, I know that there's way too much, but it's just to show you what I'm going to do with this. Where did I put my, oh, there it is. So I have, you can see a right side and a wrong side here. It doesn't matter because this is going to be in the middle of some kind of a sandwich. Don't worry about this part. I'm just going to put it through here. Oop. There. You know, a little bit like a belt. Make it come back the other way. And then I'm going to fold it. And I need the other part to get just over it from a little bit. You don't need this much. This is way too much. There's no use. So now I'm going to use double-sided tape for this. And I'm going to go fairly right to the edge. Oops. And don't stick it to your card, okay? Really don't. It needs to be loose. All right. Oops, now it's stuck on my table. It's okay. Need to put a little bit more on top. That's fine. Now I'm going to put the other piece on top. Try to make it as even as possible. That's good. You don't have to pull tight. It just needs to slide. As you can see now, it's sliding. I'm putting it this way, so I just want to make sure you can see this. It's sliding, but it's not loose. Now I'm going to cut all this excess off. Don't need it. And that's perfect. All right. Now, we're going to use a little bit more of that double-sided tape. And if you have strong double-sided tape, I would recommend using it. We're going to take our two slides here. And we are going to, if you can see here the mark of my first double-sided tape, that's fine. So actually I'm going to put it this way. It's just me, it's more convenient. Okay, I'm going to put it here straight to the edge. And I'm going to put my first paper, the slides, the smallest pieces, just right on the side there. I come a little closer. Okay, I'm not putting it here, I'm not putting it here, I'm going straight to the edge. So I need to put double-sided tape just there. Okay, put that in here. And now I'm aligning everything. Perfect. There's just a little tiny bit going off, but that's fine. And I'm going to take my other piece, I'm going to turn it around, and this is where you can be mixed up, so be careful. We would tend to do this like this, but when we're going to take it out, we're going to open it. Let me slide this. If you do it this way, the right side up, you're going to have wrong sides. You need to have at least on one side two papers like that, okay? So you turn this around and you turn this around and we're going to glue it on the opposite side, okay? So now I'm going to put some tape here. I need to put that back where it belongs. I'm going to put some tape there. And I think it would be more intelligent to put it on your paper. Don't do what I've just done, because you might go too far and glue that part onto your paper. So put your double-sided tape here. You're going to do the exact same step on the opposite side, and there you go. Okay? And it starts to slide. Woo! Miraculous! Whoa! Magic! Now what you're going to do, and sometimes you can make it a little crooked if it's the case. try to take it away. I think I need to put it back on. It was a little crooked. Oops. I think I have 2 left hands today, so let me check out that again. All right. Now you're going to take your 2 other pieces and you're going to put tape on only 3 sides. But there is one side here, you can see we need to put tape there. But this one is really small and my ATG gun is bigger, so I'm going to use only maybe half of it. Okay, so there's one side, I'm going to use half of my double-sided tape there. Come on, buddy, what's... Alright, let me do that again. I'm going to put all the excess inside, of course. I don't want any double-sided tape sticking out. Okay, and so I've got my thin one here, and I'm going to put on these 2 sides the whole size of my double-sided tape. I have plenty room for this. All right. Whoops. And now I'm going to take the little piece here up to the edge there and cover it up. And you can understand, don't put any double-sided tape here because you're going to glue it to your sliders and it won't work. Try to line all of this as perfectly as you can, and there you go. And you know what? I did the mistakes I just showed you. Oh gosh. I put the glue on the wrong side. Yeah. I need to take that one off. I'm sorry. When I decided to put the glue, I put it on the wrong side. If you have this kind of tool to take your double-sided tape away, that is really convenient because there's no marks and there's no more double-sided tape here. So I need to do that on the right side. Remember, I told you, be careful with that. So, yeah, I didn't. So I need to do it again. Just going to put it slightly off like this. All right, much better. Now I can put my other piece on top. So there's going to be one side with just a little bit of double-sided tape. Put the excess inside, and on the 2 other sides I can do it normally. All right. Need to clean that up a little bit. All right. So again, be careful. One is completely free of tape. And that is the place where there's no tape. And again, aligning it as best as you can. There you go. And here is your double slider card, right? And it's going to stop by itself. Now, as for the embellishments, I'm going to make something really simple, but you could put embellishments in here if you wanted to. I need something that is going to pop out. I'm not sure for that one. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. Need something. I'm going to pop this baby out a little bit to have more dimension. And I'm going to center it. And there you go. I'm not going to put anything. What you could do, if eventually you'd like, and I'm probably going to do that, is round the corners a little bit. This is optional. Let me see. So I think I'm going to take this, probably the smallest one. Is that the smallest one? I think it would be, yeah, the smallest one, the 1/4. It's just for a change. You could do that here too. You could round all your corners. And there you go. I think it's kind of nicer. Now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use my crocodile and put some eyelets. So first, and I'm going to put some small ones. Again, I'm eyeballing the whole thing. Right, on this side too. Okay, now I'm going to take something nice that I have in here. I think I'm going to use some flowers. What colors do I have here? This one is on a white flower, this one is on a pink flower, the holes, I mean, maybe green. Might use green, yes. So I have, this one actually is a butterfly, which makes sense. What do I have? I've got another green butterfly. Perfect! All right, why is this thing, okay, no much glue there. Better, much better. Okay, I'm going to put this baby in here. Yeah, butterflies, perfect. Oops. And now, I know I kind of do it upside down, but that's that way I feel more comfortable, so I know what I'm doing. Oops, it turned around. There you go. All right, do the same thing on the other side. And there you go. Whoa, it moved too. Now that's okay. All right, I've got these two babies in here, and now I'm going to take, I think I'm going to go for pink. Maybe not the same color, but pink will do. I'm going to take two of these. Okay. I'm going to slide them here. What you could do, like I did here, is I used two colors. I'm just going to use one here because I like not doing the same thing every time. If you want to avoid this fraying, I would recommend, first I'm going to cut it in an angle, and then use a lighter. Go quickly there. Up. Do the same thing here, more in an angle, and right. So now I'm going to slide this in the hole. Okay. And I'm probably going to make 2 knots, as it tends to unravel. So it's just to secure it. There you go. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And there. I think it's a bit too long. Trim them out a little bit. Do that again. And there you go. So here's your card. Double slider card. And I really think it's nice. Plenty of room on the other side to write your message. If you want to decorate this part, you could, but I don't think I would worry for that because people are going to focus only on one side of the card, on one side at a time. So again, you see my tape, I think I should. Something I almost always forget is to really maybe use some scissors like this to make your glue bond very well. If you have the red tape, you know, that would be even better to do that because there are 3 layers of cards. But hey, see? That's really, really nice. So there you go, you can pull it back. And I think that when you put some ribbon on both sides, people, even though they don't know, I never saw this card before, at least nobody have sent it to me. I wasn't sure how to open it because on her example, there was only one side. Oop, that's one is unraveling too. There was only one side, and when I first tried to open it up, because I was squeezing this part too much, I couldn't open it, you know. So it's sometimes hard, like I'm trying really hard, but if there was 2, that makes more sense. You tend to think that you need to pull, and then you pull it. And then, whoops, you go put it back there. Whoop, whoop. This is a bit more too flimsy, even though it was heavy cardstock. That's what I recommend, using something that is really, really sturdy. And I love all of these. They were so nice. That's another one of my first example attempt that I did. And this is another one that I did. That's for the French part. Let me show you a bit too close here. So I'm just going to keep this one with you. That was the one that was sent to me. That was my original one that I made, and I have this one. So here I didn't round the corners. This one I think is nicer, and again you could round these too, but it's really easy. It's always long when you have to explain the first time or when you do it the first time, because you tend to make some mistakes. And I did make the mistakes I didn't want to do, like putting it upside down. But you know, that's the way you learn. You do the mistake once, and normally, hopefully, you're not going to make it a second time. So give it a try because it's really nice, easy to do. It doesn't use that much paper and not many materials because it's so simple. And when you use pattern paper like this, I think that you don't have to put as many embellishments that you really would use normally, because you feel like you need to fill the gaps or fill the empty spaces. But here, the paper is doing it for you. It's just, you know, European cards are usually less filled than the American cards, but if you want to do something totally different, that's okay. That was just the technique I wanted to show you, not as much as how I embellish it, because everybody has got his own colors, own textures, own embellishments, so use whatever you have. Please, if you like this video, give me some thumbs up and leave a comment because it helps my channel a lot. And of course, you need to subscribe and hit the bell button, really important. And last but not least, share on social medias, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you like, your favorite social media, please do share. Thank you so much for following me. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.